It's my Holy Grail. You know, it can be yours as well, but it's my Holy Grail. And I don't care whether it's yours or not, because this is how I'm going forward in life. Something has been wiped clear to allow creation. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, whatever area of chart you're wanting to look at. If you're not familiar with your chart, there is a link in the description down below and all the details about today's reading and readings in general. Always watch your rising sign as well as your sun sign. It's the most important one. So, being a general reading rules apply. Timing is hardly absolute with tarot, it never is. Roles can be reversed if I'm talking about somebody else. In the reading I may actually be talking about you and vice versa, but these readings are normally pretty person-centered apart from this month, which seems to have thrown that statement out of the window. So, where this reading is different, firstly there is a past and a present in the spread. So if the past and the present do not fit, it's not your reading. Go and look at your rising sign, your moon sign, your north node. Don't try and make it fit. It's not worth it. Secondly, I would like you to come to this reading with a question. So pause the video if you have to for a moment, just to think about all of the questions that are around you at the moment. Focus upon one of them. Focus, because energy in, energy out. Hopefully I will return that energy to you in the form of a valid reading. That's how it's supposed to work. However, be aware of all the questions, because the cards will answer whatever they want and don't necessarily have the same sense of priorities as we do. So, yeah, that's it. Other than down there is a link to a Facebook group as well. It's got its own inbox, so you can contact me directly if you're interested in a personal reading. That's it. Let me bring up the cards. In fact, I'll do the big camera if it will listen to me. There we go. So I want to show you the bottoms of the deck. We have on the bottom of the deck 3 of Pentacles, King of Wands, my favourite card, and 7 of Pentacles. Now, it does seem as if you are achieving or on a quest for recognition, that you are in a time of manifesting at the moment. You are manifesting that recognition, and the planets appear to be supporting you, and Queen of Cups right underneath, which is again echoing the time that you're about to pass into, Queen of Cups here. So if you look at these coins, each one represents one of the 7 original planets of the ancient astrology, and they are working to support you. So how you are feeling at the moment, we have the High Priestess, which, as you know, is you, Temperance, and, well, here it's a Jack, but Page of Cups, basically. So the Page of Cups, you have a dream at the moment that you're sort of committed to, I think, because there's been a build up to this. You're sort of committed to it. You're feeling that if you're going to set it in motion, now's the time to set it in motion. But there is some form of support that can arrive for you, or at least you are hoping that there is, as you're worried about your access to resources to fulfill this dream. But you do feel led in this direction, and it is something that you want to hold up to the world and go, right, okay, I'm going to listen to my intuition. I'm going to listen to what I believe Spirit to be telling me, and here you are, world. Here, have a look at this gorgeous ball of air energy I'm holding up. As I say, there's been a build up to this. So I'll go to the distant but relevant past after. But oh yeah, before I do that, I'll draw you to the your attention to the oracle cards. Okay, I'll switch back to the other camera. We have Da'at, the null, the emptiness. the void, the creation. Now, let me read, if I remember. The book seems to explain this far better than I ever can, assuming I can find the right page. No. But here's a... here we are. This emanation is a conduit. It radiates no light for itself, holds no shape, and touches nothing. It is perfect and invisible, a space through which nothing and everything passes. In its arms, all 10 of the emanations dance, each of them shining a great light into its void. This emanation has no number, no colour, no connection to the other emanations. In that, it is unique. Its solitary nature sets it apart from the other emanations in such a significant way that art is sometimes considered not to exist at all. To give a name to the emptiness at the centre of the tree is vital, and so too is the need to understand the significance of that emptiness. Something has been wiped clear to allow creation. Prosperity lies ahead, as long as you are forging ahead with will. This whole reading is presided over by, out of this particular angel oracle deck, it's an actual real angel, the Archangel Metatron, with the phrase, "I'm united with the source of all goodness, love and creativity." Now, Da'at, who still sounds like a character out of Earth Final Conflict, but is the void within the tree of life. So it's not like the Ein Sof that is the void between the tree of life and the Godhead, the source of all things. It is a receptive space, because all 10 emanations shine upon it, where you can take on board all the various energies, but there is nothing limiting you there. There is nothing necessarily to assist you, but there is nothing limiting you there. And that opens a field for fresh creation, because you do have a new beginning coming up. We've got Ace of Pentacles here. So, this bottom row, ignore that, this bottom row, these four, are like astrological forces, energetic trends, tides that you are passing through. And you've had a time, you've had a time looking within, relying pretty much on your own, which, has been materially enough. And that's what there's with this Ten of Pentacles, there's an interesting duality I see in this, like the duality between the horses on the chariot. One woman in black or in shade, one woman in white in the sunshine. So there is that weird duality and a bit of a fakeness. I assume this is this is TV tarot. So I assume this is like, God, I've forgotten the name, Downton Abbey or some such. That's it, Downton Abbey. There's that element of, I have to behave a certain way, I have to adhere to the rules, Justice card here, but I am going to do my best to be fair and look within for my own inner light and rely just on me, no one else, just on me, until and what assistance I may require turns up. There's only me to rely on. And so there was a plan that you did. Yes, there was a plan that you were determined to surge forward on. So, Two of Wands, Two of Cups underneath all of this, indicating that you are trying to bring some form of unity. And this is a unity within yourself. This is maybe a unity between how you feel and how the world is, how you feel you should be and what you feel life allows you to be. So you wanted to surge forward while doing what you could to protect your own, but you was actually doing it from a point of some authority, from a point of guardedness. But I'm really drawn to the Pentacle on his book. you knew your stuff. You know, you knew how you was going to progress ahead. And underlying this is that you do have the support of friends, that your inner journey has been successful, hermit here, hermit here. And there is a surge forward with a new dream that you achieve clarity with. Possibly, I mean, this is charmed, but I am really drawn to the fact that this is charmed. It is the three sisters. It is, even though I think they end up being about 5 of them, weren't there? But as one dropped out and another one turned up from nowhere. But this dream can be magical for you. And you saw that clarity. And then all of a sudden, that clarity vanished again because there were delays. There were, as much as you were pushing forward, certain other things were falling down around you. It's almost like there was a bolt from the blue to go, yeah, great dream, wise up. And I'm not saying that it was saying the dream was wrong. I'm saying it as in that the dream was slightly off target. You know, as if you're aiming with a rifle and what you're doing is every time you're shooting, you're just hitting to the left of the target rather than bullseye. So I think that's why there was that, whoa, hang on a minute, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? What? I feel that this is the right thing to do. I feel that this is living by my own inner code. But there's certain, okay, because there were certain things that you just had to put down. And accept some of the guidance that was around you, and accept that materially not everything can be achieved like that. 5 of coins. But also that the resources, because remember, resources was important here on how you were feeling. The resources aren't as important as you think they are, because there is enough to achieve whatever it is that you are trying to achieve at the moment. If you are willing to put down old grudges, old secrets, now I'm reading something in the expression between the two of them as they look at each other. It's like all those things that are left unsaid. There's tidying up that needs to be done at the moment. I don't think everything needs to be left unsaid, whatever that means. So yes, you've been trying to find the way to make this dream that you're wanting to go ahead with, that you are getting the recognition and you are being directed by a greater power to do this. Your ships are going to come in on this, but you have to be, well, behaving yourself. You know, this, and I don't mean behaving yourself by anybody else's rules. I mean behaving yourself by your rules, so that you don't go to bed at the end of the day going, oh, yeah, shouldn't have done that. Because there is a greater power that you are opening up a new world for, not just for yourself, but for others. But bear in mind that you're not the expert on that either. But this new dream that you've had the clarity and then the confusion, and now you're like, do I go ahead with it or not, is going to gain in power. It's definitely going to gain in power. We have Queen of Cups, and I always see this Queen of Cups as she's holding aloft, I always want to say her mighty sword at that point, but holding aloft, magic sword, sorry, holding aloft the cup going, look at my holy grail. It's my holy grail. You know, it can be yours as well, but it's my holy grail, and I don't care whether it's yours or not, because this is how I'm going forward in life. Clarified by justice. Interesting. So again, there's that element of being fair, being right, making sure that you're doing everything that you need to be doing in a correct fashion, and the world will be supporting you. So there may be some form of offer that comes in, certainly from somebody in the past, that's causing stress and maybe wanting to draw you away from a place or what it is that you are doing. Now, as I said, prosperity lies ahead. Will indicates that you stay focused, you stay on the path of that dream. Malthus here is very much about, from the card infernal, is very much about building. He can build towers, he can build with people as well, get the right connections to you. So you need to be looking at the structures that you are building at the moment, because you have a blank slate, to a blank area to build them in. But there are still things that you need to find out and put to rest. Yes, because on the other side of this card, we have Valak with relationship strife. And remember, I was trying to read that the tension of what's left unsaid between these two people on the Seven of Swords here, indicating secrets. And the fact that I don't feel good about whatever this person is bringing into you on the Six of Cups here. It's, again, distracting you from your light, distracting you from the goal that you are aiming for. But weathering that process at the right time, although it may hurt, will be what helps cement your new beginning and a transformation. So, underlying the very, very near future, so you're committing to this dream, and now someone has bought, someone from the past, you know, family member, friend. When I say they're from the past, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not from the present as well. It's not like a Mercury retrograde person who turns up out of the blue. This could be someone that's been there for years and they're still there and they're part of the furniture. Ooh, a horrible image. But you are bringing into being your own Holy Grail if you stick to it with will, and you will know the precise moment to act. Although this may hurt, but you will have clarity with it. Now, either way, there's a transformation coming, but I rather feel that acting at the right time, acting according to your own code, which you may, as much as you're opening the doorway to others, you're still sort of establishing what your code is, because of the effect of this Hanged Man, the way everything just got flipped. It was like, well, hang on a minute. Last week, that was the right thing to do, but with what I know now, is it the right thing to do? So you're still building your new code at the moment, and you have to act once this offer comes in. There is an element of it's going to bring in transformation one way or another. If you say yes, that brings in transformation. If you say no, that brings in transformation. But I do feel that you want to be establishing your own power or authority in this situation, which may mean more focusing on your dream, because other people are just basically bringing you strife, and they are trying to investigate every which way of what it is that you're up to. Now, if you haven't finished building it, you don't need people poking around an unfinished building site, for example, using the Malthus imagery. So no, buzz off, you know, and so that, if the offer that comes to you is on that level, yeah, buzz off. I'm sorry. No, the door's closed. I'm busy. But that has consequences. Just as much as saying, yes, come in, I will help, or I will do as you are asking, suggesting, that has consequences as well, which could be damaging to the dream that you're trying to create to move forward. Either way, you've got to cut something out, King of Swords here, with defining what the empire is, Emperor, that you're trying to work with. But either way, it's a transformative experience. And remember, there's been that emphasis of There's the Justice, the Hierophant, doing what is right. So you've got to weigh everything up in your heart, be ma'at, and hold your weigh your heart against a feather, and just see, you know, is if I do this, what happens to the scales, and if I do that, what happens to the scales? And the one where the scales just go, yeah, that's the wrong one. So with the Three of Swords here and Three of Swords here, these are a potential future that you can grab or avoid, or maybe two potential futures. Yes, because Six of Cups there, Six of Cups here. So there certainly are options, but most of the options that are in front of you leave you just a little bit destitute, but there is assistance on offer. Now, if this person is bringing assistance, then that implies that maybe this, what they have to offer is a good idea, as long as you are making sure that you are remaining in control of your stuff. Not in control of their stuff, but in control of whatever it is. Yes, because in the effort, right, they are here to help, because in the effort of building, if you do just go, right, no, that's it, I'm cutting you out, and create hurt, then you end up that you are walking away from the original dream that you were having, and things will be changing quite dramatically. It's the Death card, which normally I like. I really don't like it there. So it's almost like that is the death of your dream. Eight of Cups and Death card, you are with pain. You are walking away from the dream. So whatever offer they are bringing, find the way to accept it in a way that you are still in control of the things that you need to be in control of, but not necessarily in control of things that you don't need to be in control of, because someone is bringing strife to your door. When I say strife, mental conflict. It's Five of Wands. It's someone who is just a little bit argumentative, or putting a fact right in front of you that makes you go, yeah, but that's flying in the face of what I'm trying to do. Well, if it's a truth, then you have to work with it. If it's not a truth, then just ignore it and shut the door to it. So, hopes and fears. You're worried that you're taking on too much of a burden and you'll lose too much by proceeding ahead with this dream. Since those are, these two are quite nice, good cards, I don't feel that that's necessarily true here. It's just you've got to tread carefully. But there is, okay. So we have the Lovers, clarified by the Lovers. There is a unity. You can bring these two things together. So whatever this person is bringing to you, you can marry it to what your plans are. And yes, your plans will transform in the process. There is a trap that you can get carried away with your passions. And there is a trap that, yeah, that you can be limited by your reactions or passions, I think. Let's see what, I'm going to clarify that because it's the devil and I always do. Apart from my last Aquarius reading, I said I was going to and then I forgot. Yes, if you have a knee-jerk reaction to this offer that comes in, if you shut the door on the wrong person who can bring you assistance because you're wanting to remain in charge, full stop, then it changes. Death, Lucifer. But you have the option of those two Lovers cards. Now, if this is a relationship thing, bear in mind Venus retrograde. Again, take things slowly. I don't think this is a relationship reading, but just in case, since it's Venus retrograde, I got these Romance Angels cards out, and we have, and it backs up everything what I was saying. Heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So whatever this is about who this person that brings the offer in, because They may be coming in and it's going to feel like they're trying to take over. But if you turn round to them and said, I feel like you're trying to take over, I think they would probably be quite horrified. So there has to be some way of meeting the middle ground. But it looks like whoever's bringing this Six of Cups offer in is somebody to work with under controlled circumstances. So, if this means anything to you, Pisces, because I know I'm going to have to rewatch this and be be less stubborn when somebody turns up, if I get the Six of Cups offer. But if this means anything to you, do comment down below. I'd be really pleased to hear about it. Please press the like and subscribe buttons while you're down there. One helps the video, the other helps the channel. I'm only a young channel. I've just passed 6 months old. So I'm getting there. Now your next reading will be your full moon reading, which I will be working on tomorrow. Fingers crossed, or time willing is what I'm trying to say. And then after that, yes, stay tuned. Have a look at the Facebook group or click the notifications bell. See you later.